When a white person get killed, nobody cares. But when a black person get killed, or they want to have marches, they want to have parades and all that stuff. And we're not going to talk about Chicago. This video is brought to you by the Officer Jackson merch store. Make sure you buy some merch. Check out my new book, Don't Call Me an African American. I never even been to Africa. So y'all, look, I ain't got time. Let's get into this. Oh yeah, by the way, use the discount code Black People Ain't Shit. Let's get into this. Now, there's some video that surfaced from the Civil War. I don't know how they got this footage, but okay, there's some footage from the Civil War. And you remember the 54 Massachusetts? It was the first black regiment to fight in the Civil War, and it amazes me, y'all. Like right now, where we're at in this country, black people are being so pandered to. Black people, they might as well put diapers on all of us and burp us. All right, the pander just makes me sick. Okay, and what they don't tell you, okay, what the media doesn't tell you, is that there are just as many black supremacists as white supremacists. But I don't want to talk about that. In this video footage, right, they show a slave getting beat, okay, and they break out the little violin. Everybody feels sorry. Okay, this slave gets whipped, and they show his face, and the tears coming down the eye, and everybody's looking all sad. What the media won't tell you is that he ran away. Mind you, he's a soldier now. He's in the 54 Massachusetts. He gets to fight for his country. He gets to fight for his freedom. He gets in there, and from my research, from what the Officer Jackson squad has found out, that he was actually out there spewing racist rhetoric to everybody about how the colonel's evil, how white people are evil, how when he wins his freedom, he's going to vandalize and he's going to terrorize many white people. But see, they don't tell you that. He had a chance to redeem himself, okay, and escape the slave mentality. But what does he do? He runs away. And why he ran away, I don't know. I mean, some people said he was trying to find some shoes. Some people, it doesn't matter. He ran away. He broke the law. And I mean, he probably was going to kill his colonel in his sleep. Who knows? I mean, personally, if you ask me, I think he was going to kill his colonel in his sleep. Okay, Colonel Shaw, great man, American hero. You know, if it wasn't for him, there would be no 54 Massachusetts. Okay. They find him, and it clearly says in the law. Now, if you look at the law, look at the Constitution. It says that if you try to escape and run away, you will be dealt with severely. And that's what happened. He got dealt with. Like, I don't understand why people get so mad. Now, I bet if he was white, if it was a white person getting whipped like that, nobody would care. But because he's black, everybody want to cry about it. Okay. He gets whipped. He has whelps all over his back. Now, when a slave has whelps all over his back, that means he was a constant problem. He was a troublemaker. Okay. They don't just beat slaves for no reason. Mind you, there were some good slave owners. And also, what they don't want to tell you is there were more black slave owners than white ones.
Thank you, Officer Jackson, for being a voice for the white people.
When you have a lot of marks on your back, that means that you was a bad slave. That means you wasn't doing your job. So, obviously, he was a problem. He had a record for being a bad slave. He had a terrible record of being a bad slave. And he was dealt with accordingly. But, of course, the media wants to spin it, oh, well, oh, poor him, or he was just trying to go get some shoes, or he was trying to go get something to eat. They fed them 3 meals a day. Oatmeal in the morning, porridge in the afternoon, and slop at night. He was fed. They were clothed. They were even given guns, which I wouldn't give them guns yet until I got that black stuff out their head.
And they never want to talk about Chicago.
When are we going to wake up? This man was a black supremacist. This man was a black supremacist that spewed hate and racism all the time. Colonel Shaw was a good man to him, okay? There were so many good white people, but you don't hear about them. You only hear about the bad ones because the narrative in this country is that every white person is bad. But the reality is 99.9% of black people are bad. Luckily for me, I feel God sent me from above. God sent me to save the little black people that I can salvage out of this terrible country to think like me, to be free thinkers. We're free thinkers. We think for ourselves. I'm not black. I am an American of African descent. But these black people, there's no hope for them. There's no hope for them. Okay? When a white person get killed, nobody cares. But when a black person get killed, or they want to have marches, they want to have parades and all that stuff. And we're not going to talk about Chicago.
Preach it, brother. What about the black on black crime?
I just want this to stop. Okay, I'm here just to give you the truth. God sent me here to give you the truth, and God sent me here to brainwash as many young black people as I can to stop falling for the narrative that the white man's after you. The white man's not after you. The black man's after you. It's black supremacy. Okay, black people are the ones that really owns they're really the CEOs, the ones that run the studio system. Okay, they run the movie studio system. They run the entertainment world. Okay, they run every major corporation is run by evil black people, but they don't tell you that. They use white faces to cover up the fact that black people really run this world. Black supremacy.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, and I'm black, man. Black people are evil.
That's all I want to say, y'all. Make sure you go to the merch store once again, pick up my book. Don't Call Me an African American. I've never been to Africa. And the merch store, okay, 50% off everything. You get you some merch, okay. It looks plain, but it represents blue lives. Blue lives matter. To my white brothers and sisters, stay strong.